Hello and welcome to Let's Play Stardew Valley, episode 99. Here in the morning of year 2, winter the 1st. There's a chill in the air. Not just a chill, there's a freeze in the air. Water the cactus. Checking that TV. Welcome to Living Off the Land. Now listen up. Folks, take my advice. You're gonna need a nursery in your house before you can have kids. Baby needs a crib. Step outside, everything is frozen over. I do have 100 winter seeds from last year, so we're gonna get those planted up. Sit back and relax as I spend several minutes planting winter crops here. Alright, I got my first group of 32 done. Kind of forgot that I had the gold hoe and the gold can, which lets me water in a 3x3 area. Alright, another 32 down. This part here will just be 24. And that leaves 12 seeds. I think just for symmetry and aesthetic reasons, I will plant just 8 right here. Alright. 10:10. Done with my planting. Let's walk around the farm, shall we? Got a copy of Jack Be Nimble, Jack Be Thick. I can use that to give as a gift to Alex. A little fishing spot right here. Oh, okay. Chub. I'm going to do one more fish here. And it's another chub. The chubs I will just sell. Don't really have a good use for them other than selling them. Alright, let's check out that greenhouse, shall we? Before I go in there, though, it's interesting. The grass is still planted, like, the grass that was here in the fall didn't die off. It's still here. That's not how it was in previous versions of Stardew Valley. They must have changed that in a recent edition. It used to be that all of your grass died, you know, by the first day of winter. Anyways, I'm here inside the greenhouse, and I'm gonna pick me some ancient fruit. Sticking to my practice of picking the rings of ancient fruit in such a way that I only pick the ring, you know, the entire ring at the same time. Doesn't really matter, but just a little aesthetic choice on my part. We got some strawberries. I'm going to go ahead and turn at least several of these strawberries into strawberry seeds. Also got some coffee beans. Alright, looks like I got 4 strawberry seeds. I want to have a lot of strawberry seeds when spring comes around. I want at least, like, I don't know, 64 strawberry seeds or 96. Like a significant amount. Toss some ancient fruit in the kegs here. Okay, I got 5 more strawberry seeds. I'll go ahead and turn these others into strawberry seeds as well. Picking some grapes. Toss those into the preserve jars to make some grape jelly. Alright, now I have a total of 27 strawberry seeds. Go ahead and grab some hops here. Alright, I'm going to head over to the animal barn, Big Barn Brewing, do some petting, go to the coop, do more petting. Let's close these barn and coop doors so the animals don't get cold. Stepping inside the barn here. Give LaBeef, Napoleon, and Lasers their pets. We got a bunch of beer in the kegs here. Gonna get that harvested up. I think we'll do a nice big fat load of hops. Might as well get some mammal juice while we're at it. Alright, off to the coop. The coop. Oh boy, there's a lot of stuff in here. Got a rabbit's foot on the floor. Bunch of eggs. It's because I haven't been in here in a while. Alright, got all our animals petted. Oop. Crunchy the chicken has not been petted. There we go. Yeah, interestingly, in winter, it does get dark a lot earlier. Yeah, the day and night cycle is shorter, like you would expect. And real quick, let's go ahead and check the money shed. First, though, I'm distracted by these fish bubbles. Come on. Jeez. Caught a perch. Money shed. Oh boy, there's a lot of stuff in here. Pickled amaranth. Cranberry jelly. More pickled amaranth. Pickled broccoli. Pickled eggplant. Alright, I'm gonna toss a bunch of amaranth in here. Make more amaranth pickles. Also got a ton of pumpkin juice. Looks like 19 units of pumpkin juice. We'll go ahead and replace that with 19 pumpkins, shall we? Okay, and the rest of the jars we will do cranberries. All right. Not a whole lot else to do. I'll chop down these trees on Tree Isle. Remembering, of course, that trees do not grow naturally in the winter. You must use tree fertilizer. I'll go ahead and grab 120 wood, 4 oak resins, 4 copper bars, and 4 iron bars, and we're going to make 4 kegs. We're almost at the point where we filled this big shed completely with preserve jars and kegs. Slowly but surely. Alright, so I just put down 4 more kegs, and we're going to go ahead and throw some, you guessed it, pumpkins. That's like already almost getting close to bedtime. I think I'll do a little bit of night fishing. First, I'm going to sell off these 30 pickled amaranths, several of the cranberry jellies, 3 pickled eggplants, 19 pumpkin juices, pickled broccoli, and the perch. Alright, let's go to the mountain lake, do a little bit of fishing. Don't mind the noise. Mmm. This thing is really darty. Could it be a sturgeon? It's a lingcod. A fearsome predator that will fit almost anything it can cram into its mouth. That will eat almost anything it can cram into its mouth. Got a little pan spot over here. I got 7 bone fragments. That's a little chub. Not very useful. And it's another chub. Alright, let's head on home. Just dug up a winter root. Another winter root. I'm trying to get a snow yam. Didn't get a snow yam. Alright, back on the farm. I just realized I actually do have more than enough resources to make more winter seeds. But I'm actually more inclined to do tree fertilizer right now. So I'm just going to make like 6 tree fertilizers. Another pan spot, and I got a fire quartz and 8 copper ore. Alright, I believe it's time for bed. For that lingcod in the smoker, though. Off to bed. Total for the day was 49,743. The big earners were 6 strawberry jellies, 2,400. 30 pickled amaranths for 14,700. And 19 pumpkin juices for 19,152. Caught about 400 bucks worth of fish. Waking up on year 2, winter the 2nd. Hopping out of bed. Pick the cactus, water the cactus. Grab the smoked lingcod. Nothing on TV. It's snowing outside. I'm going to take, from my supplies here, I'm going to take 4 each of the winter root, the snow yam, the crystal fruit, and the crosus. And we're going to make 40 winter seeds. Get those boys planted up. inside the greenhouse here. We have another ring of ancient fruits that are ready. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then the 2 groups of 3 up front. Stash our ancient fruits. Go and pick some hops. Pick some eggplants. Head on inside the barn here. Stash my hops. Grab the goat cheese and the regular cheese and give everybody a pet. A little fishing spot over there. Why don't we see what we can catch? A Joja Cola. A green algae. Something dirty. What could this be? A pike. Alright. Inside of the coop, we got some mayo. Do some animal petting, of course. Got a dino egg and a couple of chicken eggs. Alright, everybody's petted. Head on over to the money shed real quick. Stash the eggplants and the cactus fruit. And we got more pumpkin juice. And it looks like some amaranth juice that I made by accident. Throw 16 more pumpkins in the mix here. All right. All right, so today I believe I'm going to do a little bit of town exploring. A little bit of town exploring, if you will. And we can't forget that there are lots of, well, I don't know about lots of, but several villagers that I am not at full reputation with quite yet. See if we can remedy that situation. Alright. Stash my hardwood and my regular wood and my sap. Sell the duck mayo, the 14 pumpkin juice, and the 2 amaranth juice. Go ahead and sell my mayonnaise and the smoked lingcod and the pike. rabbit's foot I'm going to stash inside in my rabbit's foot collection. Every Stardew player has got to have an RFC, which of course means, you know, rabbit foot collection. It's your shed where you accumulate your rabbit's foots. It's your RFC. Alright, let's check out the calendar here. Oh, it's Linus's birthday tomorrow, but I think I'm max reputation with Linus. That's not correct. I am not max reputation with Linus. Make sure I remember that. Help wanted from George, who says, does anyone have an extra sardine laying around? That's actually a negatory. I don't have any sardines because I don't think you can catch them in the winter. Alright, so today we're going to walk around Pierre's. First, though, I'm going to talk to the people here. Lewis says, I do all my grocery shopping here. Pierre, who is at 10 out of 10, says, you know, I used to be a pretty good boxer back in the day. My right hook was the stuff of legend. Alright, we're going to walk around and actually examine stuff in Pierre's. To the left, we have a nice little plant with some crates of multicolored fresh produce, I suppose. Big old bin of potatoes. And then we've got shelves with sorted foodstuffs. Unlike in the Joja Mart, you can't like look at the shelves and see what funny items there are. Over here in the corner, there's like a little, it looks like a drop box, but I don't think it does anything. I think it's just there for looks. Behind Pierre, there's like a poster with different seeds, and then there's a bulletin board. As we open the door, there's a corridor, and then we come to Abigail's room. We've been in Abigail's room once before when we played the Journey of the Prairie King game on the obvious Super Nintendo. You know, much like Project Zomboid, this game apparently takes place in 1993. Alright, let's look around Abigail's room. Okay. Let's go around the room clockwise here. Ah, she's got something on a table called a spirit board. That would be the non-trademarked Ouija board, I assume. Got a normal-looking bed. She has her bed arranged in a very strange way, where it's in a corner, but when you're in it, you're facing the corner. You know, like if you lay down in this bed, you would be facing the corner. We've got the Super Nintendo, and it says Journey of the Prairie King, Console Edition. There's a TV. There's some drawings of... Oh, hey Abigail, I'm just in your room snooping around. Some drawings of a controller, a dolphin, and a dude. Oh, Abigail came in and she's now playing Journey of the Prairie King. If I talk to her, she says, ah, I died again. This game is so hard. You know what, Abigail? As payment of sorts for letting me snoop around your room, I'm going to give you a gift. But what will that be exactly? I don't think she's gotten wine yet. Let's see if she likes wine. Have some wine, Abigail. How'd you know I was hungry? This looks delicious. There's a little, I think it's a cage with like a hamster in it. It's David the guinea pig. It's cute. There's a little dresser. If I try to go in her dresser, she notices. She says, "Hey, don't even think about it. That's private." There's a shelf on the wall, and the tooltip says 11 solo sonatas for the wooden flute. Makes sense because we see Abigail playing the flute out in the woods sometimes. And it's a little computer. Alright. You know, I think that's enough exploring Pierre's for the day. I'll have to come back here at some point and try to see what's in that dresser. Maybe some sort of flavor text awaits me in there. Alright, I'm going to the Mega Projects board. As usual, there are two choices. The first one is called Fragments of the Past, and it's from Gunther, the museum keeper, who says, "Calling all amateur paleontologists. I need 100 pieces of bone for my studies. Please drop them off at the museum counter. Signed, Gunther." Pieces of bone. The only way to get bone in the game is in the Skull Caverns, I think. Right? You get them from the dinosaurs in there? I legitimately don't know how to get bone, much less 100 pieces of it. The other option is from Linus, who says, "I have an idea. There's a lot of trash in the water. Why don't we fish some out to make the valley more beautiful?" Yeah, we'll go with that. I need to gather 20 pieces of trash, and I need to dump the trash in the recycling bin behind the train platform. Now, this is actually interesting because this would be much easier to do if I was not on the Riverlands farm. And the reason for that, is on any farm besides the Riverlands farm, the vast majority of what you fish out of the water at your farm will be trash. But for the Riverlands farm, you get a lot more actual fish. I tried to go to the beach, and there's a cutscene from Willy. Get ready for the Willy voice. He says, "Hey, they love it! Look at them go!" "Ahoy! I was just thinking of you, lad. This bug meat you found is perfect." That's actually really disturbing. There is a pulsating, seemingly alive, like, massive glob of bug meat. It has eyes, and there's like a bone sticking out of it. That is actually nightmarish. "This bug meat you found is perfect. Hehe, when I said fresh, I didn't expect it to still be wriggling. But I'm not complaining, the fish love it. Hehehe." As a way of saying thanks, I wanted to teach you an old fisherman's secret. My old pappy taught me this on a fishing trip many years ago. I learned how to craft quality bobber. Using that bobber will attract higher quality fish. That means more money in your pocket. Alright. I figured there would be some kind of unique reward for doing the Willy Bugmeat quest, and it looks like I was correct. Alright, so that's actually a good thing. I just noted that picking trash out of the crab pots does count to my trash bounty. So I think my best source of trash at this point is going to be the crab pots, but I will still try to fish and get some. Yeah, I need to fish. I gotta do it. I gotta fish. Fishing is my only skill that's not a 10. Still trying to level it up from level 9 to level 10. Alright, got some seaweed. Okay, something's darting around here. What could this be? I got a squid. I got an albacore. A personal record length albacore, too. I got another squid. Yeehaw. There's a halibut, and we'll do maybe one more fish. Alright, got a herring. Cool. Well, let's head on back, shall we? Alright, back at the farm, of course. I'm going to sell the albacore and the herring, and the oyster, and the halibut. I am going to keep the trash because I need to turn it in to get my reward. So we'll go ahead and stash it in the brown nature chest that I have. Okay. Go ahead and brew up some bars here real quick. And I didn't get everything out of the greenhouse, so why don't we fix that situation? Oh, ancient fruit wine. Don't mind if I do. Alright, I've got a harvest of cranberries and blueberries. I'll have to get the peppers and green beans on the next one. In the money shed, I'll drop off the blueberries and the cranberries. Go ahead and make 5 more tree fertilizers. I'll stash the crab and the squids in the fish chest. Alright, why don't we make a recipe? Sunfish, bream, and wheat flour gets me baked fish. I have bream, but I don't have sunfish, unfortunately. Parsnip soup. Vinegar, parsnip, and milk. Vinegar. I have parsnip. I don't have any milk though. I'd have to go get some for tomorrow. How about vegetable medley? Tomato and beet. Tomato and beet. Vegetable medley. It is made. Alright. That was exciting. I will sell off my ancient fruit wine, and I'll sell the vegetable medley. I'm actually not exactly sure what'll happen when I sell it. I think you get, like, not very much money for home-cooked recipes, or rather home-cooked food. We'll just have to find out. Off to bed. I got 29,661 for the day. My big sellers were 14 pumpkin juices for 14 grand. Amaranth juice sells for $4.71 a piece, which is not great, but the 2 of them got me $9.42. And then the 5 ancient fruit wines got me $11,500. The smoked lingcod was $5.25, which is okay. All told, I got about $1,000 from fishing. And then the vegetable medley, I was able to sell for $120. Look it up on the morning of year 2, winter the 3rd. That's going to wrap it up. Peace.